Morning, welcome in. How you doing? What's going on, Mr. Cal? Good to see you, buddy. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. Ask and you shall receive, my friend. Unfortunately. Welcome in, everybody. Glad to see you. It is Saturday morning, unless you are Andrew. If Andrew jumped on, it is going to be Sunday. Well, no, Saturday. Wait. Yeah, Saturday evening for him. It would be about 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 11:30, somewhere in there, p.m. So it's almost his Sunday down there in Australia. But I need to get it trimmed up a little bit. But finding a chance to get to the place to get it done is just taking forever. Yeah, I try to keep up with it. No, I always start the stream about 10 minutes early. That way I can grab all the links because you can't get a YouTube or X link. Welcome in, Thomas. Good to see you, buddy. Until after you actually start the stream. So, yeah. All right, well, I got tagged in something and I can't see what the hell it is. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Okay, we're good. Sheesh, man. What's up today? We're all gonna roast to death, is what I'm hearing. No, we're supposed to hit like 96 or 98 today here. But we will definitely we'll live. It just takes being smart enough to know what you can and cannot do in the heat. We've got some guests coming in a little bit, so thought maybe you all would enjoy that. Mr. Dave, welcome in, Dave. Good to see you. All right, let me get the kitty cam set up for you because they're going nuts and having fun. And then I will get my my handy dandy thingamajigger. I need to move that chair. Oh, I got somebody waiting to come in. I thought I did. Yeah, just participant. Good morning, Skipper. Welcome in, sir. There you are. I hear you.
It's not letting me switch to my camera again.
Dope.
Let me unplug it and plug it back in. Oh, there it is.
Could you imagine having to be the narrator for my life? I mean, seriously, how the hell would you keep a straight face doing that? You know? Because I couldn't do it.
I know mine would be laughing. That's
mine every 10 minutes would be mine every 10 minutes would be face palming itself. Like, what the hell is wrong with this dude? Oh, wasn't that interesting? I learned something new about my whole. Cool.
Looks like things froze for a second. Are those your feet I'm looking at?
Am I here?
I can see you. It froze
Can
for
you
a
hear
second.
me?
I
It
can hear
completely
you.
kicked me off. Okay, let's do that.
Can you
We
hear
got
me
rid of
okay?
the. Yeah, I hear you fine. We lost. My internet must have skipped out because we lost the internet on the kitty cam. Oh, and Boats is trying to come in. Come on, troublemaker.
Why am I a troublemaker? I'm waiting on things to show up.
That, yeah, I'm not touching that. Again, I apologize for last night and how abruptly the stream ended. I asked Caitlin to hand me the kitty cam last night, and she decided to hit the end stream button and kicked us all the fuck out. And I'm like, oh, come on, really?
Executive decision right there.
Good morning, fucker.
Good morning.
Have you met Boats yet?
Yes.
Yeah, we were on the stream last week.
Oh yeah,
I got my
brain.
first cup of coffee of the day.
I'm on my third.
I'm on my 0.
How's the weather?
I've had it's hot. It's going to be upper 90s today, and yeah, so it's going to be a scorcher. And I had insomnia last night, so it's not going to be a fun day.
Oof.
We don't need to see your
In other words, if you're around Skipper today, tread lightly. I have a feeling he's going to be carrying a big stick.
Walk softly.
You know, yesterday I was very thankful yesterday because I actually had to call my therapist, and we normally meet on Wednesdays. But I had to discuss something with her. And for all the veterans who are watching, if you have a bad therapist, just keep going back. And I know it sucks, but I went through years where every 6 months the VA would switch out my my therapist until I finally got a good one. And I've had my current one for 2 years, and I am so thankful I've got her now.
I love my therapist, but it's not through the VA.
You have to be your own best advocate because nobody else is going to do it for you, unfortunately.
She was not my VA therapist. The VA was struggling to find me a therapist, and I went to them. I actually went through Military One Source where I got her, and then I told the VA, hey, she's a VA approved therapist. I've been seeing her. I want to keep doing it. And they were like, oh, okay, yeah, just keep going with her. So,
hi, Jay. Welcome in, buddy.
Hello, Jay.
Yeah, you like my T-shirt? It's a local band called Small Town Titans.
That's it, baby.
Just the TP. I didn't get to see the bottom. Sorry.
The tip.
Just the tip, I promise.
Make it one of them fun little exploding tips. That makes it even better, huh?
A local veteran and his wife sell these shirts out of the 29 Palms Farmers Market.
Nice. So, I
have my curtain of shame up so you don't get demonetized on or shut down on YouTube.
Uh-oh. Boats has some pew-pews out, apparently. What am I doing? Oh, I got to take ice in.
I got my workbench.
You know, it's funny because Palm Springs is a very gay-friendly area, and this was probably about 3 years ago. I was working with a veteran nonprofit, and this couple donated a bunch of stuff. They were moving, and they're like, look, everything left in the house, you guys can pick what you want. Well, it was a gay couple, and they also had a business that was in the homosexual sex industry. So they had this huge library of gay porn, and I grabbed some pictures of it. And when we were talking about doing the show, we were like, okay, what kind of background should we use? And I was like, oh, I got one. And I put up the picture of the gay porn behind me.
Oh, wow.
And they were like, the producer was like, I'm trying to read all the titles.
Okay.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
They definitely come up with some interesting titles, though, don't they?
Let me see if I can find that picture. Like, a lot of the titles are not things that we can show on YouTube. But if I can find the picture...
you can post it on Discord.
You're being snuck up on. 4 legs. Yes.
Yep, Conspiracy Kitty's got to jump in.
I gotta figure out how to add emojis to YouTube. I want to put the Conspiracy Kitty one on yours.
I like how
for those of you who don't know,
you're getting ready to show pictures.
For those of you who don't know who Conspiracy Kitty is, that would be Skipper's cat And I got a great picture, a screenshot of Conspiracy Kitty with its tinfoil hat on, and made an emoji of it on Discord. And yeah, it turned out pretty good, I think.
How old's your shepherd?
That's actually a husky mix.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and I want to say that she is, I want to say 5 years old. Yeah, she's mixed with husky and what's the? It's an Asian breed.
Cow. Oh my. Apparently they did a spoof on Saving Private Ryan as a gay video.
Scam likely.
Oh, we got a scammer calling?
No.
Ah,
They
damn
hung
it.
up. They hung up.
When boats get scam calls, we like to mess with them. We have fun.
I've considered setting up a Google Voice number, so when I do the show, if people want to call in and not be on camera, I could put up the audio.
They have a thing for that on Rumble, but you have to get it set up, and I haven't gotten it set up yet. So.
Okay, Conspiracy Kitty is sitting on top of my computer, so if I suddenly go away, it's because he hit the reset button.
He's like, you've been here long enough. Let's go. It's kind of hazy here today, y'all. You can barely see the mountains over there.
I'd rather have it hazy than what I got.
Well, you're about to be underwater, aren't you? Again?
Yeah.
Are you getting the heat?
Boats is up in Maine. They've gotten like nonstop rain for the last 2 weeks. And then we're getting the heat here. We're gonna get almost to 100, between 96 and 100 today. So that's why I'm doing this early today. Get out and I can actually walk around a little bit before I'm, acting like the Wicked Witch of the West and fucking melting into the ground. Let's play a game, shall we?
It's actually not going to get above 65 today, or 67. I'm sorry.
One of these things doesn't belong here. Can we tell what doesn't belong here?
All I can see is plants. Or bushes.
Yeah, no.
Like a corn cob?
This is a field of soybeans.
Okay.
There's
With a corn stalk?
There's a bunch of corn popping up in the middle of the soybean.
It's right, 'cause that's what he had previously in his cedar.
Yeah, I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What?
I'm getting a lot of feedback on my end. Huh. So, yeah, we're we have a portable ice maker, and so I moved it outside because it just throws the heat off and makes it harder to cool the house down. Our house doesn't have air conditioning except for in my bedroom. That's the only room in the house that has air conditioning. And the only reason they allow that is because of my medications that I'm on.
Who is they?
Mom. Jay wants to know if it's a picture of those two dudes in Congress. I guess that's about The background picture you were talking about?
No, it's not. But I'm uploading them to the Discord. I just found them, so they're uploading now. Let's see. Here, I'll read you some of the names. Check your Men of Rio #4, Boys Night Out, Black Wrestling #2, Deep Digging Dildos,
Oh my, that sounds
Hand
interesting.
Jive #4, Gay Pride #23, Gay Pride #13, Gay Pride #11, Gay Pride #12, Gay Pride #8, Gay Pride #6. So apparently that's a popular series. Studs 35, Studs 25, Studs 33, Studs 31. Another franchise there. Black and White Workout.
They're really leaning into those series, ain't they?
Boys in the Hood. Black Force.
You know that could go two ways, right?
Yep.
Dave
Hunk,
put the throw up emoji up.
Hunk Hunt. The Hunk Hunt. Telephone Sex Slaves.
Oof.
F like rabbits.
Boats. Thomas wants to know if you ever go to Bangor, the old sack base for the ghosts.
It's not Bangor, it's Bangor.
Bangor. Okay, Bangor.
I thought it was Banga. Banga.
Bangor is if you're from down east.
Down east.
Yeah, down east Maine is basically anything above Portland on the seacoast, the old fishermen.
Uh-huh.
But no, I had responded in text. But I have been to the base. It's now an Air National Guard base. I have not been there for any paranormal investigations. It's very hard to get a paranormal crew on any type of military installation.
Hi, Cassie. Welcome in. Good to see you.
Why won't you be eating today, Dave?
Mockingbird, because we
Oh,
made him sick with the comments with the.
Just think of Dave when you have lunch and you're eating on a corn cob. Just think of some of the titles that he was talking about.
There's more. There's definitely
There's
more.
more.
Like,
Wait,
if you're
there's more.
There's more. Wait.
All
if
this
you're
for
in the Discord, I would love to see someone selling these. Like, remember the old baseball card guys on Home Shopping Network where they're like, and if you buy this, we're going to throw in a Mark McGwire rookie card.
Right.
Right. Did they have rookie cards for like Peace Stars when they come in? This is her first time.
I think they used to have trading cards for porn stars.
I think so too.
I know they had
That's
playing
hilarious.
cards.
You think nowadays, with all these stars trying to sell their merch, they would do stuff like that, like have the top stars of OnlyFans playing cards. Some statistics on the back.
I've got something that you guys would probably really be excited to see. I think I told Boats, and I know Cal knows about it, and I think Jamie knows about it. But I got a deck of cards from Desert Storm. And it's got all the different equipment that was used, all the different munitions. It's got all the different military personnel that were making calls for it.
It was playing cards?
They're playing cards. I'll pull them out when we get home.
No, I didn't. Because I knew that the deck of cards they had out for over there was the hit deck.
Hit deck?
Yeah, like Saddam Hussein was the Ace of Spades, or
Yeah, all the high HPTs.
I don't think it's that, but here, let's turn around and go back because I'm starting to cook now. The sun is starting to get there. Hey, Fred! There's
Hey,
a Fred
Fred.
here. Fred's our buddy. How
Skip,
y'all
the other
doing?
week,
Go ahead, sorry.
I was just gonna say, Skip, the other week when we were on the stream,
The panel?
you were talking about some websites that like kind of like Craigslist. Was one of those sites called Resolute Nation or something like that?
I don't think I'm familiar with that one.
No, I wrote it down. I may have wrote it down wrong. Like it's an offer up type website.
Kind of like FreeCycle?
Yeah, FreeCycle. I know FreeCycle, but
I'm trying to think because the ones I've used are OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, obviously, eBay,
yeah.
the big ones, Mercari. I'm trying to think. There's one for shoes, and it begins with 2 T's. I'll have to ask
no, that's all right.
the lovely Miss Angel. She'll know.
She's welcome to join us whenever she wants to. You know that, right?
She primarily has her TikTok channel and is working on that and focusing on that. She's doing reviews, like on products.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, we definitely need people to do that because there's a lot of freaking scam shit out there.
How do you get started with that, anyways? The product review.
You have to buy them.
Yeah, we buy things primarily off of Temu, Amazon, and AliExpress.
Right.
Primarily Temu because they're so cheap, but also those are the sites where you can get ripped off. So we're kind of like, well, if we're out, $10, but we do a video, we'd much rather save other people that $10. So like these mics, these were bought off of Temu. I think I paid $6.50 for them. And
right.
I think they're great.
Yeah, they sound good. Sheen, yeah. Katie gets text messages from them all the damn time.
Yeah, I just ordered some stuff from Sheen the other day. Got it in. I'm actually it's a Temu's competitor, but I ordered some poly bags and actually two dog seat belts for the pups. And when they showed up, I'm thinking they're going to be junk, and they're actually pretty damn good quality.
No, we haven't talked about that yet today, Jay. But let me send you a link and get you up here, bud. And then we'll talk about that. That way you don't have to keep typing everything out. Jay said he's seeing conflicting stories on
I think I'm
on
too
the
old
draft.
for the draft.
So I posted my stuff about it, and I've had people come back to me and say they're not trying to start a draft. All they did was make selective service automatic. And I said, yes, you're right. That's all they did. However, you have to look at why they're doing it.
Right.
Because all these are and I lived through stop loss, stop move, all that. You have to look at what they're doing. They're setting things up for it.
Right.
They don't do anything without having an ulterior motive to what they're doing. We should know that by now.
Absolutely. And with the draft, there was no reason for this automation for selective service. No one was calling for it. So that's what really makes you suspect about it.
Yep. Jay, it's in your Discord, bud. I wasn't sure if you wanted it on your Apple, on your iPod, or on your phone, so I sent it to your. Fred, you want to hop up here too?
Fred.
Let's send Fredo.
Do you guys know that we can make phone calls through Twitter now?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. If you are like, I keep my DMs open, so anyone can DM me, and after you DM me once, a little thing comes up. You can actually call me.
Yep, I got it today when I messaged you.
That's so just if anyone ever, if you're like, well, I want to talk to the skipper, and you don't have my number, you can always call me through Twitter.
Or Discord. You can call them on Discord too. As long as you're on the same Discord channels.
I'm just not up on my Discord as much as I am Twitter.
Yeah, no, I get it. But there are some people in our group that don't like Twitter, so they don't go on there.
Totally understandable.
Or if you really need to get a hold of them and you have my number, you can call me and I'll pass along a message with your phone number to them if you need me to. Or
anyone who needs help. Yeah, feel free to give my number to anyone who wants to reach out to me.
Okay, I will definitely do that. Do you mind if I put it down in our contact information part of the Discord?
Not at all. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, we have a section down there where we put our contact information, our email, phone numbers, and that way, if anybody needs to talk to somebody and their brain isn't functioning like normal, they can still get a hold of us. They can figure out how to get a hold of us by looking down through the list, or hopefully that's how it works.
And the same thing is, like, any of you, like boats especially, I know you sell stuff online. If you ever want me to push something out, send me like a link and be like, hey, push this out. I'll push it out on all my social media. I'm trying to think. I've got 3,200 followers on Twitter now. I've got 3,800 on YouTube, and I've got 7,500 on True Social. So, I'm happy to push anybody's stuff.
Thanks.
All right. I'll post his eBay stuff on Twitter here in a little bit. Because I have all those links. So, yeah, like I said, my main goal here is not just to do this and spend time with you. That's I love doing that. My main goal is to reach out to other people and network and help people with what they're doing.
Yep. And the same thing. Any veterans, if my channel is Veteran Nation. It's not Mike Arthur. So if you have videos, like if you have a TikTok, send me the video and be like, hey, would you put this on your YouTube? I happily will, and tell people to go follow you on TikTok.
There you go. And I have to address a question that was made to me on Discord this morning. Thomas, a good Sasquatch never ghosts and tells, I guess would be the best way to put it. Thomas asked if I was in Florida last night because they had Sasquatch sightings. So
Sasquatch
I just
or skunk ape?
I don't know. You gotta ask him about that one. But go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just going to say 2 things I would love to do, if any veterans want to do it, is do a hunt for Bigfoot and ghost hunting.
Well, I have a paranormal investigation team.
Oh, nice. And you're up there in Maine?
Yep.
We might be talking. I've got another veteran. She stayed aboard the Queen Mary, and then she just stayed at the Myrtles. And she's also been through the haunted museum up in Las Vegas. And her and I have been talking about going somewhere and documenting our experience.
Very nice.
We did an investigation on the Sea Witch. It's the USS Salem, the heavy cruiser. She never really went into battle, but she did a rescue of earthquake victims, or no, was it earthquake or no? I think it was a volcano eruption. They had to evacuate some people over in Italy. Bless you.
Thank you.
But things weren't spiking up very much. But I knew ahead of time that I was going on a seagoing vessel, so I brought my bosun's pipe with me. And I got over to the 1MC and I piped general quarters. After I piped general quarters, the whole spirit issue changed and people were getting hits left and right.
Nice.
It's crazy. Crazy. We even got the
Yeah, people don't.
What's that?
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say because we even got an EVP of a child speaking to us, and we're like, trying to figure out why we're getting a child. And one of the people that were on board the ship that were curators were like, yeah, we had children on board during the rescue. I'm like, oh, okay. Any of the children die? They were like, yeah, they gave us. There was a bunch of people that died. There was men, women, and children that were, came on board and they ended up dying.
All
It's
right.
like,
I'll be
okay.
right back.
That's pretty cool. I have only one military ghost story, and I've told it on my channel. When I was very lower enlisted, I worked out of the IG's office. And there was a complaint that came in because Quantico has 31 cemeteries on its installation because it's old Virginia.
Right.
As families had, they had homesteads and they would leave, or the family would die off, they would sell the land to the base. And that's how Quantico got so big. But they had to maintain these family plots. So there's a whole bunch of them. And they weren't being properly taken care of. So my boss at the time said, we're going to take it. We're going to take care of it. And they looked at me, and the master gunnery sergeant was like, I don't want to see you here during the day. I want you out there cleaning those. And so I get a van from the motor pool. I'd throw in, a bunch of tools, weed whacker, lawnmower. And I would go out and to all these cemeteries, and then just maintain them. Well, one of them there was a local historian that he had showed us where they all were, and the one he goes, this one is partially an Indian burial ground, and he showed me, these are the Indians' graves, these are the white people's graves, because they were a little bit different, and it was in a very not marshy, but very wooded area. And Central Virginia gets very wooded. If you know about Civil War, the wilderness battles that thick. So I had to take this van way back in the woods, do all this stuff. And I remember I was done with all my stuff. I was getting things loaded up, and I was grabbing the weed whacker and my gas can. And that was the last stuff I needed. And as I'm on my way out, I could feel two hands just shove me from behind. Not enough to knock me over, but enough to get I had to struggle to not fall over. And yeah, I threw all the stuff into my van, got out of there, and I never spent any more time than what I needed at that site.
Well, you're right. I'm out.
Yeah. So, active duty wise, I never really saw a lot of paranormal other than underway. I saw a shit ton of UFO type lights in the sky doing weird shit. Even was told by my ship's captain to not report one of the sightings. And now it's over 25 years now, so they can do whatever they want now. But yeah, we were stationed. Staten Island, New York was the original home of the USS Normandy, the CG-60, back in the early 90s. And we were supposed to pull into New York City the following morning, and I was out on Port Lookout, and I'm sitting there watching these 6 lights individually just rise up dip down, rise up, dip down, just indiscriminate. I mean, they were all in a line, perfect line. One would rise up, one would come down, another one would do it, and it was going on for at least a good 45 minutes. I reported it to the bridge officer and everything. And as I'm changing, because we do 45-minute rotations, and as I'm coming in, I meet our skipper, who's the captain of the boat, AJ Parada, 6 foot. Christ, he had to be at least 6'5", big guy, huge guy. I mean, yeah, and he just looks at me and he goes, "Boats?" I'm like, "Yes, sir," because every boatswain's mate on a boat is called boats. But he goes, "What you saw out there is not to be reported. Do you understand?" Yes. He goes, "From here on out, you didn't see anything." Okay.
I'm blind, motherfucker.
And it was weird until, later on, come down the line and come to find out there's a lot more sightings going on throughout the fleet, and they're all being told not to report. But
I wish I had spent more.
Laura, welcome in.
Oh, yeah, we got some kittens. I wish I had spent more time on a boat. I only spent one night aboard the USS Nashville. That was the only time I spent on a boat, one night. But us doing that event at the USS Iowa, I actually learned quite a bit. In fact, I learned more about what a bosun's mate does. So it was pretty interesting for me.
yeah, it's kind of like the grunt of the Navy.
You gotta keep those cards. Those are worth something.
This is the U.S. Military Heroes, Operation Iraqi Freedom.
But some of the coolest sightings I've ever seen. So on the naval base that I was a DoD firefighter, civilian, at the Portsmouth Naval Shipyard, Kittery, Maine, and our fire station was an old converted ammunition bunker, and we had big steel doors on it and everything. I mean, it was. Well, the doors came down, but the hinges were still in place. Where we used to do night watch, the radio room, because we used to do our own dispatching. On a night like this, a summer night, you'd leave the door open to the station. You'd see squids walking by all the time, normal traffic come midnight. And then all of a sudden, it'd be like 2 o'clock in the morning. You're sitting there, and all of a sudden you see a squid walk by in his Cracker Jacks carrying a white duffel bag, and you just like have to double take, because we've stopped using white duffel bags, tea bags, for a long time. Tea bags went to green, I think, back in Vietnam, or a little bit later. So I stand up, I go to walk out thinking, the guy's lost. I mean, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. He's in his Cracker Jacks. Figures he's coming in reporting for duty. I look around. Nowhere in sight. And the fire station on this long, I mean, it's got to be 300 yards. We're dead center, so it's 100 yards each way, left and right. When I'm looking out, there's no way that he could have covered that much ground in that short a period of time. I look out, and there's nothing there.
There you go, Fred and Boats.
Yeah, the Department of the Navy.
Ding, ding, arriving.
Hey, Fred.
What's up?
How many Joint Chiefs are there? Is there a Joint Chiefs for each branch?
Yes.
Yes. At least one per branch. Depending on, there's sometimes multiple.
Weren't one of you guys talking about the Cowpens?
Not the Cowpens. That's the same class ship I was on.
Yeah, I'm looking for your
USS Normandy, CG-60.
I had a cousin on the Gunston Hall during Desert Storm.
The Gunston Hall?
Mhm.
Is that a destroyer?
That's for Jamie and Thomas and who else is in here?
No,
Tell
it
you
was
a
a
little secret on there today.
smaller logistical ship, not a amphib. I apologize. I don't know all the classes of the ships.
No, that's all right.
Now, I never even heard of this one, but there's a Abraham Lincoln.
That's an aircraft carrier that's currently in service. So the Gungston Hall is a LSD.
You guys want an interesting factoid?
Sure,
Oh.
Fred.
My signal. You want personal observation?
Yeah.
There's not one carrier in Norfolk right now.
No, they're all over in the Middle East and the Pacific, aren't they?
No, they're down south of Cuba.
Really?
Oh, yeah, they're down there.
There's
because of
usually two tied up at Norfolk at any given time doing between deployments.
Right. Refit.
Mhm.
Every time I go down through Norfolk, there's always one or two. Yeah, they ain't none.
We put a sub in Gitmo this week. I do know that. I was watching the stuff about that.
So, okay, really quick here. There's a question from Thomas for you, Skipper. He said, question for Skipper. Do you know if there's a database for sensor numbers and types for veterans?
I do know they track that information. I don't know if there's a database specifically for that. I do know there's a database for overall stuff. So what I would do is contact the VA or do a FOIA request.
I think it'd have to be a FOIA request.
Skipper?
Say it again?
I said there's a Marine one for you guys, Skipper, and our other Marine members and Cran Eaters, as I'm told you guys are. And then this guy. Anybody really a fan of that guy?
His
I'm not.
earlier movies. Fast Times at Ridgemont High, you know.
He had some
Baseball.
fast times, all right. Here's a
So
constellation.
the question about CID Army, why they're in Iran. In Iran, we don't have an embassy, but I believe we do have an office. And wherever we have an overseas office, we will have normally all of the services will have a contingent there as a liaison. We also will have investigators there. And then also we'll have what's known as the regional office. And that's the big three-letter agency, just FYI.
The company?
Yep.
Jay said, is there a card with a box of crayons on it? There you go, Jay.
There is
Answer
a
it.
Marine out there. He's making edible crayons that he's selling. He's trying to get them put into MREs.
That'd be hilarious.
Crayons are always edible.
Yeah, these don't taste very good. Unless you like that wax taste, but yeah, I've never been big on the wax taste. Hey, Fred, we lost you, buddy.
My mother used to let me pick my own soap that she was going to wash my mouth out with. I used to pick, it was the Dove because it had a good sweet taste to it. Then she caught
I
on.
can see it now. You know what I used to get in my mouth when I did that shit? Freaking Irish Spring. And let me tell you, that fucking taste stays in your mouth for days.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
That will, if you're having problems with rodents getting in somewhere, if you put a bar of Irish Spring, they hate the smell of it and they will absolutely avoid it. That's a big trick people use out here in the desert because the desert rats like to try to get into your home. So if you
Yes.
have any holes or anything, they're like, yeah, put it with Irish Spring and then put a little metal shield over it, because the other thing is they don't like to chew through metal.
Right. Yeah. So I use a cheese grater. And I'll go around grating it, especially around chipmunk holes and stuff that are up close to the house, just to try to push them away.
Everyone out here is very big on not killing the animals because it's California. So they'll use that, and then we also use the sticky traps because you can rehome them.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, deer don't like the smell of Irish Spring either, so it keeps my wife's flower gardens free of chew marks.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've got some lemons growing, and once I get the lemons, we're gonna take the lemon tree because it's a dwarf
Morning,
lemon
Dad.
tree, and then put it outside. But I'm worried about the I got bunnies out here, and we're talking about ways we don't want the bunnies to decimate the lemon tree. So we're talking about what we want to do with that. So any suggestions on keeping bunnies away? Let me know.
Coyotes.
Chicken wire.
Import coyotes. You won't have any rodent problems.
Yeah, but then he's gonna fight with the dogs.
Right.
Everyone says good morning, Dad. He waved. Yeah, the Christmas story soap part's really good. Yeah, he thinks he says fudge, but it wasn't fudge. Thomas says use a 22 pellet, works great. Horace said thanks, Skipper, for the idea of the Irish Spring. So. Katie's got an air gun in there that works good for the smaller rodents. I wouldn't want to use it on like a groundhog or anything like that.
I have a silenced 22 pellet rifle that it takes out the groundhogs really well.
Our neighbor, the one that owns the farm down here, his wife won't let him have a gun. So when he catches something in the trap and he has to dispose of it, he goes over to my neighbors and borrows their gun. I've told him numerous times they're welcome to come over and borrow mine too, but he never does. And more power to him. But yeah, it's funny because he'll ride his bike around to check the traps all around his farm. And then you'll see him ride over to the next door neighbor's house, sling a rifle across his back, and then he's riding back out through, and a little bit later, just hear pop. I gotta make something funny for goats.
We use 5-gallon buckets with soap water in it. Put them out in the to keep the rodents from as being overrun by chipmunks. Today, this is a really bad chipmunk year. We use I have some 5-gallon buckets out with wooden dowels, and I made some roller bearings to go on them, so whenever they try to touch the traps, they fall into the water. Well, not traps, try to touch the bait. And we lost.
Welcome back, Red.
I'm sorry, I got called by dispatch. I got to turn around and go rescue a load.
Rescue.
Uh-oh.
One of my drivers fell off his load, so I got to go get it and then try to do mine.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Hey, it's $800 to go 180 miles.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking about.
You have a place where you can drop your trailer where that's not going to cause any issue?
No, I'm already empty. No, I'm already empty. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go pick his load up because it's en route to my next load.
Nice.
So I don't have any deadhead miles. Well, let me rephrase that. Instead of 50 miles instead of 200 miles deadhead, I only have 50.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that would put me about yes. I'm governed at 76, but that was my choice. I could have left it wide open, but I just chose not to.
That's going to cut down on your tickets, so that's probably a good idea.
No, I mean I'm not a speeder to begin with. Only reason I got that far is because out in Texas and Arkansas and some of those places out there, the speed limit is 75.
I'd love to have a ungoverned on some nice long highway just to see how fast you can get it up and running.
Oh, I did that one time. Yeah, Findlay, Ohio.
I remember
Near
that
my
story.
hometown.
Yeah, I'm not telling that story again. I'll incriminate myself.
I think you're past the statute of limitations.
That's okay. I passed that age trying to see how fast I can go, and I don't recover as fast as I used to.
Yeah, me
I
either.
tell you what, well, that's a damn lie, because I'll tell you, I got that new Harley, and I gave it about 3,000 miles to break in, and I found out that bitch will do 110 miles an hour one time.
Nice.
Thank God for trikes, though, I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have done it on two wheels.
You mentioned Findlay, Ohio. My brother still has a program from when he played high school football. When he was a senior, they played Findlay High School. And here's why he kept the program. In the program, there's a wide receiver that he played against who was a junior, and he switched to quarterback his senior year, broke a whole bunch of records as a quarterback, went to a small college, and ended up getting drafted, and that was Ben Roethlisberger.
No shit.
He didn't go to a major college because he didn't play quarterback his junior year. He only played wide receiver, and then he switched. So my brother's got that program. Ben Roethlisberger, wide receiver.
That's cool as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking off Wednesday, going back down to New Orleans to deal with Mom's house and close it up. So, Boats, I'll get in touch with you about those pictures.
All right.
I had to get my second cup.
Gotcha.
Oh, my second cup was at 3:30 this morning.
What?
Sorry,
what did
all you guys.
Got me out.
Cora's saying to soak something in buttermilk to take out the wild taste?
Oh, groundhog.
Okay.
Groundhog and rabbit. They're talking about how to, because Dave said he never tried groundhog.
And squirrel. Always brine your squirrel before you eat it.
Well, squirrel, if you ever need walnuts for brownies or a cake or something, squirrels are usually a good option to get some nuts out of.
Huh.
No, seriously, that's what they did back in the day. They would go and kill squirrels, cut their stomachs open, and take the nuts out that they had eaten.
You can only get nuts off a male squirrel, though.
Wrong kind of nuts, pal. You're gonna kill me, by the way, because when you see these pictures I'm making, you're gonna want to kick me in the nuts. But they're funny as hell.
I still love that scene in Funny Farm where he's eating the what they call them,
Mountain oysters.
Mountain oysters?
Yeah, they had another name for it, and they're like, folks don't have a taste for testicles no more, and he stops midway, and they're like, testicles? Sheep balls.
Rocky Mountain oysters.
Yep.
Or what else? They are called something else.
That's my parents. You know, we for the most part lived in not a big city. Toledo, Ohio's medium-sized city. We lived there, and then we lived in the suburbs. So when my parents bought their current place, it's out in the country. And my mom, like, they hadn't even been there a week, and she was like, "We just got yelled at by our mail carrier." And I was like, "Why?" And he wants the mail addressed a certain way. And I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, and she goes, "And he said he's not gonna deliver it, and I was like, he's like the mailman in Funny Farm. By the time he gets out this far, he's liquored up and pissed off because that was the mail guy throwing the stuff out the window.
That's hilarious.
That's funny.
All right, I gotta send something to Boats and text message to get his approval first.
Discord?
You want a Discord? Okay, I can do Discord.
Where's it? You tell me where it's going, so
I can send it to Discord.
that's good because I don't know what the fuck I do with my phone.
It's good because I don't have your phone on your number in Katie's phone, so it works. Oh shit.
What the fuck did I do with my phone?
Cora seems to like the movie collection photos.
Oh yeah.
Just be careful where you're at, zooming in on that.
Oh my.
I gotta go look to. I want to add a fourth monitor. I've got 3 to my setup. I gotta get a fourth one. Maybe I'll make that my mission for today.
Nice.
What the hell is that first picture supposed to be?
The first picture. Let me go look.
All right, wait a minute. No, I got it now.
Come on, that's funny.
You just some of these like Ass Under Glass. It's just a funny name. Just a funny concept. Nice.
Yeah. So when I first clicked on it, it was weird. It was almost like it was scrambled. Like you know how you can set it so it's
Like it blurs.
it's so spoiler free.
Yeah.
Spoiler. It didn't show up right.
Huh.
I must have
That's
tried
weird.
clicking it. Well, no, I see it as you see it now, but when I first clicked on it, it didn't.
We were talking about your chipmunk war, so I thought I got to make a picture. So.
The only thing is they're not shooting back.
I'll have to give them little acorn guns. They shoot acorns at you. It's like, shut the fuck up. Let's do this here.
No, sometimes I feel bad that they don't have any way to fight back. No, I don't.
Apparently, I lost the kitten cam again. Let's restart it. There we go. So, do you like the picture I used for the overlay?
For today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it wouldn't let me get the. I couldn't put the whole picture in. That pisses me off on here. That I got to find out exactly what. Before I. Resolution I need to make it so that the whole picture will fit. Oh, dumbass flipped the damn camera the right direction. There we go. Sorry, y'all. Brain dead today. Well, most people say I'm brain dead every day, but you know. But I don't know, man. Between dealing with my kid and what we went through yesterday, I was pretty stressed out. And anyone who deals with chronic pain, if you know when you get stressed out, it just makes it 100 times worse.
No idea what you're talking about.
Sure you don't.
No veterans understand that.
No, I don't discount that at all, y'all. I 100% understand. Well, I don't understand per se, but I have a feeling. I'm not how you guys. I don't know how you deal with some of the shit you deal with. I'll just put it that way. Is that better?
Black humor, dark humor.
Okay. One thing I will say is we've been very effectively trained by the military to deal with dumb crap. To be PG.
Right.
I just posted a picture the other day of someone here. Let me see if I can find the meme. And I mean, the stuff that we put up with years of it that it's like, okay, yeah, we can just laugh about it. Yeah. You might be a veteran if military logic never surprises you. And it's a thing for Army combat boots, and it says not to be used in combat. This item is not authorized for flight or combat use.
What do they think you're going to become fucking Icarus and like grow wings out of your shoes and take off?
But no, everything at flight proof has to be fireproof.
I can understand that. You don't want to catch fire in the middle of flight. That would be bad.
And some jobs require the steel toe.
Yeah.
And some jobs also require that it not be steel toe. For instance, the Marines who do what do we call it? Combat offloading.
Engineer.
No, combat offloading, like the red patchers, the guys who take stuff off of planes. They can't wear the steel toe because if they're taking things off a helo, the fins create static electricity, and they actually have to ground that before they take stuff off. So if you have steel toe boots, you turn into a lightning rod.
That would be interesting.
We used to have to ground it when we were receiving the vert reps, and we would wear steel toe boots all the time. It never actually. I only seen one person get zapped once. And that's because he touched he tried to stop the net from swinging without grounding it first.
Zip.
Yep.
Yeah.
It won't kill you, but it'll wake you up.
Oh yeah.
All right, Dave.
I think
Dave said he's running to the store. I'll take a cream-filled donut and a chocolate milk, sir, please. Anyone else want something while Dave's at the store?
I got something cream-filled for you.
This is a PG show, sir. You're right. I almost said that with a straight face.
The crawler.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, that asshole. Blue Jay is back. That damn thing's huge.
Reminds me of that Saturday Night Live where Ed O'Neill was on, and he had a store, and everyone would come in and be like, "Yeah, I need something for my grandma," and he's like, "Oh, I got something for grandma. Something that grandma hasn't had in a long time, and I bet she'd love to get. It's a heart box of chocolates. There you go." Everyone who came in, it was just like that.
That's Christ.
You know, Married with Children almost failed as a show. You know that, right? And it was because the New York Times, somebody did an opinion piece and throwing it into bad light that got people to go watch to see what they were talking about. And the people watched and loved the show so much, and that's what saved the show. Did you know that?
No. That's funny as shit, though.
Right? If she would have kept her mouth shut, the show would have.
I do know they're bringing it back as a cartoon.
Really?
That could be interesting.
With the original cast.
Oh, no shit.
Wow, they're forking out some money for that then. Welcome back, Jay. Hey, Logan. Let's see. But
I don't know what channel that's going to be on.
I believe it's Fox.
Is it?
But with all this stuff, they're probably just going to put it on their streaming things. They like doing that because they want people to pay for it.
Right.
I'm not paying for Fox. Fox can suck a well, never mind. Fox is putting woke hosts on their shows now. If you didn't know that.
Fox is putting what on?
Woke hosts.
Oh.
Well, Disney's been doing that, and they're gonna have to pay big time after what happened this week. They have one of their executives on camera saying that they don't hire straight white men, and also don't hire people if they're not black enough.
Your mic died.
Who's Mike?
Skipper's mic's dead. It cut out at the end there.
Nope.
No, it's working.
No, it's back
Got
on
it?
now. Yeah, we can hear you now, but it died there at the end of your statement, so we didn't
You
catch
said
the
not
end of
black
it.
enough.
It must be something on my end because I had that problem with Ohana last night. Remember?
Yeah.
And it was just always the end of his sentence wouldn't come through. So it's got to be something on my end. I don't know.
I'm switching out. That's the nice thing I do like about this. I got this, and it
Welcome
does
back,
come with
Cal.
two. So
Cal says he can do a very convincing black scent. And he can do a Justin Trudeau.
Oh, Jesus.
stop it.
Fucking Justin Trudeau. What a fucking joke.
Yeah, I don't know. We really can't talk too much because of the fucking jokes in our government too, you know.
True. Yeah, no shit.
Well, I guess we can because we do call out the bullshit in our Congress and stuff too, in our government. So
But it's like the
we're equal
Democrats sit
opportunity
here holding
assholes.
my beer when they put Biden in place.
Let's see if we can get some guy voted in for president by hiding him in his fucking basement for 3 months.
What?
You getting yelled at?
Yeah. Apparently, I wasn't paying enough attention.
Conspiracy Kitty or the puppy?
Nah, Lily here.
Ah,
sitting on
the
the
other
bed.
Back across the face.
Ooh.
And other puppies down lower. Whenever I give attention to one, I got to give attention to the other. But it was the husky starting to yell. Yeah. Okay, you won't have to put your paw on my face.
If you think that's bad, Skipper, my Maine Coon mix, right? If I don't pay enough attention to him, he will take his claws, reach out, and grab me like on open skin. He actually caught me on my battery pack because I have a battery pack for my stimulator right behind my right kidney. They made a pocket there for it. He actually hooked his freaking nail through the scar of my battery pack and couldn't get it loose. He started pulling on it then. I'm like, son of a bitch. That was not a good time. Pika got called anything. Pika got called anything but Pika. No. Don't. Do not attack the Hornet.
Oh, that would be bad.
Do it.
Yeah.
Don't listen to him.
We get Hornets out here that are bigger than my thumb. And they are very, very aggressive. One got my mom between the eyes when she shot bee repellent at it.
You might be able to see that's the remnants of a yellow jacket 2 months ago.
How long ago?
About 2 months ago.
Really? And you still got a scar for it?
Yeah, it's just a little mark. The other, it got me 3 times, but that was the first time I had. It was the first day where it was really nice. It was in March, so I was driving with my windows open. And I was wearing a collared shirt with my sleeves rolled, and it had gotten into my sleeve. And I was walking in the house, and I just felt some pain, and then I felt the second sting, and I knew it was something, so I immediately just started pulling off the shirt, and it got me a third time. But yeah, the first one is still a mark.
Hmm.
To
Like how you said,
quote
it's just starting to get nice in March.
to quote what was his name? Chris Farley from Tommy Boy. That's going to leave a mark. Yeah, I like bees.
I like bees.
Well,
I actually want to raise some.
Yeah. Cicada killers. Yeah, that's what they are, Jay. And when August comes around, it's great to be here, and I'll try and get some video of it. But you watch them come down, they'll grab a cicada and fly off with it, and the cicada's like, all you see is it. If it could have an emotion, it's just freaking sitting there throwing its legs around. It's great to watch. But yeah, they take them back to their holes and drag them down in. So, but yeah, I thought we were supposed to have like this really big cicada thing this year.
Yeah, but isn't that in July?
Nah, this one was supposed to be all summer. I thought it was supposed to be this huge, like, once in 300,000 year bullshit thing. I don't know. I'll look into it and post it on Discord if I can find it. But, I mean, we get a lot of cicadas here all the time.
Right.
There you go. Free MMA action this morning.
I'll be going to Ohio after the 4th, and my brother is very much into fireworks. So be prepared from my channel to see some videos of us drunk and blowing up the last of whatever he doesn't blow off on 4th of July.
You can come over to Pennsylvania and buy them. Oh, shit.
He can buy them in Ohio.
Do you have state tax in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, 6%. Yep. Plus they tax our gas. Our gas would only be like about $3 a gallon if it wasn't for the tax that they're supposed to use the tax from that for roads, bridges, and highways. And I don't know if you've been to Pennsylvania lately, but our roads, bridges, and highways are pretty shitty, you know. And we had a section of I-95 fucking fall down. So I've got 2 bridges within 5 minutes of my house right now that you can't cross because they had to shut them down. Now, one was actually a newer bridge, and some dumbass left his boom up and fucking ran into it, so they had to take it and bust and screwed up the structure on it. So that's why that one's down. That was actually a newer bridge. That pisses me off. But the one down behind me here is an old steel bridge. And I'm really hoping they keep it steel. I love the old steel bridges. They're awesome, especially the ones that have like the great bottoms. Yeah. When you drive over it, it's like, those are awesome bridges, man. I have good memories of doing that shit when we were kids, and they're replacing them all with concrete now. And I'm like, well, this sucks. Nothing special.
There's a website. There's a website up there called 11'8", and they call it the Can Opener Bridge. And
I watched that.
Yep, just videos of people hitting the bridge.
Yeah.
And some of them people, they do a good job. They rip the whole fucking roof off. or the people in the RVs, they're great because they rip off their air conditioning units.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's fun. They actually did raise that once.
Yeah,
You used to only
apparently it's not 4'4".
yeah, it used to only be 10 something. And they were like, "Well, we'll just raise it up a little bit." You know, well, I still didn't really help too much, but I guess it's saving some.
Have a good breakfast, Cora.
All right, Bora, be safe. Have a great day. We'll talk soon. Are the kitties being cute for you?
They're wrestling around.
They're playing with the it's a little rocket with catnip in it, and then the
Okay.
one's playing with the stick on the other side. Oh, boats,
I see
boats. Cora's teasing you.
that. That's just harsh.
Poor boats can't get good fried chicken up there in Maine. So
Skip, I went out
We're gonna-
to Las Vegas in February. First time ever in Vegas. The wife and I go out, and I figure it's Las Vegas. They got to have good food out there. So we went to a country restaurant thinking that I was gonna get good country fried chicken. I sent Chris pictures of this fried chicken. It looked like it had been under a fucking sun lamp for 6 weeks.
that was the most anemic and dried out chicken I've ever seen, man.
So I go to Vegas often. In fact, if any fans are going out there, let me know ahead of time because I can plan to head up there. But yeah, there are great places to eat. You just have to know where they're at because when they fall off, they fall off. And then there's also local places. If you know where those are, then you're going to get amazing food at a decent cost. But if you're on the strip, you're going to pay. There are good places, but you are going to pay.
Yeah, I was on the strip but it was supposed to be. Everyone was like, "Oh, this place is great country food." Yeah, no, not the fried chicken.
Yeah, you gotta know. I know a couple locals up there who obviously almost all of them are transplants, and you got to talk to the people who know good country food and be like, "Where should I go?" And they'll put you on the right place.
Right.
And a lot of the better places are probably not going to be on the strip. You know, not being mean, but we have some places here.
Really good restaurants on the strip.
No, I'm not saying there aren't. I'm just saying usually some of the best restaurants are like these hole in the wall places that you look at and you're like, I would never eat there. And I'm like, let's go try it. Yeah, Greasy Spoons, you know. But we have some really overpriced buffets here in Lancaster County because the PA Dutch Amish bullshit. They're not really owned by Amish people. They're just people that dress up as Amish to, you know, appease the tourists. And but I'll tell you what, there's one place down below Lancaster out in the middle of nowhere called Shady Maple. And I've never, ever had a bad experience there. Ever. And we've gone there since I was a kid. And the best part is, you get in for free on your birthday. So if you go there and show them your ID on your birthday, you get free food. Who doesn't love that?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, if you all ever come down this way, hit me up and I'll show you around, take you to some of the really cool spots that most people don't know about. And show you some of the better restaurants around. Because if you go by
I may take you up on that.
Go ahead.
Oh, I may take you up on that.
Yeah, that goes for anyone. If you got any of you come out here, let me know and we'll get together and go raise hell somewhere. I know lots of places we can get away with some really crazy shit. So
hook us and blow, woo!
Boats is going full Charlie Sheen here. Martin Sheen was there not too long ago. He was out in Gettysburg.
Was he?
Yeah, him and Sam, what's his name? The guy who played Abraham Lincoln in the Civil War TV series. Sam
Shepard?
I'm not gonna look it up.
Oh wait, no, he passed away.
Who the hell played Abraham Lincoln?
I want to take my son to Gettysburg and Antietam. He's very much into history, and so is my nephew.
Antietam would be a cool place to go. Gettysburg
I'm
is
not sure
on my
how far that is.
Gettysburg is on my my wish list, my bucket list for paranormal investigation, but I don't think it's going to happen this year. The cards just aren't falling correctly for me, which sucks.
I have a friend of mine who his family, their farm, is partially where the Battle of Cold Harbor took place.
Yeah.
And
Oh, wow.
he's told me about lots of the paranormal activity that they've had out in the woods.
That's some brutal fighting.
Sam
Yeah,
Waterston.
that one. Okay.
It was back in 1990.
That was
He
Gods
played
and
Abraham.
Generals, right?
No, it's just called the Civil War. It was a TV miniseries.
Oh,
But he actually read. They were in the National Cemetery at Gettysburg. It was him and Martin Sheen, and Martin Sheen got him to read the Gettysburg Address there, and then they both signed it, a copy of it for the Adams County Historical Society. You can go there, and that's where you'll see those copies of the Gettysburg Address. So somebody just posted something on Discord. Let me just see what they're talking about. Oh, it's Gary.
What did Martin Sheen play? He played Robert
Robert
E.
E. Lee in the Gettysburg, which is actually the adaptation of Killer Angels, the book.
Yeah, it was because Sam Elliott was Longstreet, right?
No, Sam Elliott was
Oh, not
Buford.
Longstreet. Yeah.
Yeah, Longstreet was Tom Berenger.
Yep. Good recall.
So that's a sequel. Gods and Generals is a sequel to Gettysburg. Didn't Tom Berenger play Longstreet in both?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Now, the guy who played Pickett in Gettysburg played the teacher in Gods and Generals. He took over West Point after the war broke out.
The Killer Angels is a great book. I haven't read Gettysburg, but Killer Angels I did read while I was in the military.
Well, I'll see if I can find it on. Well, I could start an early movie tonight about, I don't know, 7:30 or so, and put Gettysburg on. But that's a long effing movie. It's like 4.5 hours, I think, total.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's an amazing movie. Great cinematography. And this is back before they were using green screens and CGI for everything. So they had real people with real bayonets running at people with, and they're like, we're really hoping nobody gets injured. But yeah. Western Sizzler. You know who I miss, Jay? Ponderosa. They were the ones
Really?
that were big here. Yep.
The Ponderosa.
Ponderosa Steakhouses. You remember them?
Oh! I thought you were talking about.
We had a Ponderosa, and then it ended up becoming Ryan's, and then Ryan's closed.
We had
Well,
the
Ryan's
banana.
they got bought out by Country Table. Is that what they were called? It was a national chain. It was them, and they had I think they owned Ryan's. They owned the Fireside something. I don't remember. But then they went under because they weren't putting money back into the business. They weren't fixing up the places. The places were falling apart, and people got tired of it and just stopped going. Mike's at a bike rally for suicide prevention today. They started Allistown. They said all Jeeps and motorcycles are welcome. So
Jeeps. Hang on. I'll be
yep,
right back.
Jeeps. And are you going to try and drive your Jeep through the wall or something? Yeah, I won't go to Cracker Barrel now either, pal. I'm just, I love
We
their
don't really
food,
have.
and I'll tell you what, they have some of the best wait staff, honestly, that I've ever dealt with. But I won't. We used to go to Golden Corral.
If I want to go to Cracker Barrel or Waffle House, I got to drive to Arizona.
That's a little bit of a drive, ain't it?
A little bit. About 2 hours.
That's not too bad then.
I can do it. You know, I just don't care too frequently.
I don't blame you.
Golden Corral, when they came out with that damn chocolate fountain thing where you could dip all your shit in it, Katie was going to do that, and I told her, I said, stop a minute, let me show you something. And we sat there and we watched. And we watched as these kids came up, grabbed stuff, put it on a stick, stuck it in the chocolate, pulled it out, took a big fucking bite out of it, and then stuck it right back into the chocolate. I said, do you see that? I said, that's why I will never use one of them, because that they're not allowed to do that, but they're doing it. And it just spreads so many germs and viruses that way.
No, stop it. That never happens.
And I'll tell you what, if you're ever hurt, go to Hershey Medical Center, either in Hershey or Lancaster if you're able to. Because Lancaster General just got smacked so freaking hard on their last review. They had to scrub surgery because people were putting out the scalpel sets and stuff that were supposed to be sterile and clean, and there was like bone fragments and shit still stuck to them, and it was bad. I'm like, thankfully my surgeon is really, really anal, and he goes in and checks everything before the surgery. I mean, he goes in and checks the room before I even get marked up, before he even comes and sees me, because I got to get an autograph every time they do a surgery. They come in and mark the spot where the surgery is, and put their initials and all that shit. So I call it getting my autograph. Hi, Cassie. Quincy's. I love Quincy. Quincy's has the
video.
Go ahead, bud. I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. Talk about Quincy.
Quincy's has the really good yeast rolls where they just smother them at the top of them with butter.
I watched a video where a guy was going to have part of his leg amputated, and they had given him a permanent marker to write, where it was. So he ended up writing on the other leg, not this leg, and then just started writing all over his body, just different things. And he woke up and they didn't do the amputation, and he was like, "Why?" And they said, "We were too busy reading and laughing at the things you had written all over your body." Like there was on his back, he said "wrong side up," stuff like that. And so they had to reschedule his amputation.
That's okay. That's funny.
My sperm donor used to be in the army, and he was stationed over in England. And back then it was the '80s, so punk was really big over in England at that time. And he was dating a girl who was big into the punk scene, and she had dyed her hair green. Not only here, but down there. And then she also got a tattoo right above down there that said, "Keep off the grass." She had to have surgery, emergency surgery, because of a woman issue. And when she woke up, the doctor, being a smartass, had wrote down there, and she had to use a mirror to see it, but he wrote, "Sorry, had to mow the grass." Yeah.
No, that's funny.
Chris, I know you saw this, but yesterday, someone had sent me a couple things, and they were asking me about, the military and all this woke stuff, and that's where I came up with the hashtag game I was playing yesterday of Lefty and Army Unit. And some of you may have seen my tweets. I had hashtag the Fighting Bottoms. We had the Inclusive Bastards.
I really liked mine. I'm kind of partial to mine.
I'm looking through. Yeah, I did. Where is yours? Because
the Humpa-Lumpas.
Yeah. The Tide Pod Rulers. The Feminist Pal. The Flying Dildos. So I had a little bit of fun with that. I used to love that show where they used to do the hashtag games. I wish someone would bring those back. But yeah, so I was having a little bit of fun with that yesterday.
What show was that?
At midnight, it was on Comedy Channel, and they would come up with a hashtag. It would always be like, Back to the Future, a song or something. So that would be the hashtag, and then you'd have to try to mix stuff together. So I was 69th Lesbian Airborne Division. That's exactly what it was.
Christ.
And just good. The one was what was the one I did? The old. I took inspiration from the old brigade, and it was the old blue hairs, and it had a dude with blue hair.
Nice. Yeah. We used to have fun doing shit like that, man. Now everybody's so damn uptight about stuff.
Wouldn't they be the 69th Lad?
Huh?
69th Lad. Lesbian Airborne Division, LAD.
I know for the Marines, LAD is Low Altitude Air Defense, so it's LAAAD.
Right. But lesbians wanting to be guys. There's that troublemaker now, Chris Stockton.
Yepper.
I am going to have to hop off here because I got a couple things I got to leave the house for this morning.
All right, bud. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me as usual. Good talking with you guys.
Yeah, you as well. Be safe, and we'll talk again soon.
Sounds good.
Keep all the heat over your way.
Oh, I got plenty. Plenty to share.
I'm enjoying the 65 degrees that's outside right now.
All right, you boys have a good one.
All
right, take care. It's always fun having Skipper on. You never know what we're going to get.
The dude is just fucking intelligent as fuck. He's a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah. I'm really
and it's
really glad that I got to meet him.
Considering he's a Marine.
Hey, there's a Gravy. Hi, Gravy.
Is that a wavy gravy?
No, hell, the battery's going dead on the kitty cam. No, the battery shouldn't be going dead on the kitty cam. No, I lost internet on it again. Damn it. And the kitties ran off anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh, shit. So, what are y'all up to today? Anything fun, exciting? I'm just gonna, be my wonderful asshole self like always.
I don't know if you can compete.
Oh my. I'm always aiming to be a bigger asshole than I was yesterday. Wait, that could be taken in a wrong way. Not an actual literal way. My my asshole stays the same size as always. Nothing goes in there. Thank you.
So, thanks to Fred's one of Fred's brothers in arms. He I was running on generator for 6.5 hours yesterday, and I got my internet back this morning. Friggin' dude turned down the road. He went following his GPS, and they should. I don't understand why the GPS does this, but the road I live on is called 40. Well, I call it 40 Ambush, but it's Ambush Rock Road. But for some reason, Ambush Rock Road and Captain's Way, which is up the street from us, they get them confused.
Right, Gravy?
So this dude came out of Captain's Way because he had taken the wrong turn and took the telephone pole down with him, leaving himself entrapped in the truck until they could secure power.
Wow, that's not good.
Yeah, no, the breakers didn't trip on the line, so he was sitting in a truck with hot wires all over him.
Ooh, that definitely is not good.
No.
Sorry, I don't mean to have you looking at my crotch there. I'm trying to stay off to the side.
Actually, we don't see your crotch. We're looking at your nipples. Oh yeah,
My orangutan.
It's either your nipples or your belly button. I can't tell the difference. They're both inverted.
My orangutan nipples.
Your sausage tits.
I gotta run in real quick and dump the ice. I'll be right back out. I can still talk, but
don't run.
I'm just not gonna be on camera.
That's all right. You got a face for radio.
Right? I got a face for an insane asylum.
Banana.
That kind of fits with Skipper's picture,
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know the story about that, before Manamana was Sesame Street, Manamana was Swedish adult entertainment. There we go.
So let me ask you this. Do you find that it's making better ice cubes outside than it was inside?
No, it makes it the same, but the machine throws off so much heat.
Well, yeah, I know. I have an ice maker. I just didn't know if maybe the humidity was helping with the forming of the ice.
Nah, it usually only takes about 5 minutes to do a set of ice, and it does 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 ice cubes at a time.
Right.
And they're the ones with the rounded edge.
Yep.
So, and I can make them 2 different sizes, but the sizes difference is so minuscule that you might as well just make them large. Alrighty, I'm back. Ha! Poor use.
Use.
Oh my. So, yeah. I don't know. We'll see what it's like tonight. If it stays like this, I might do a wood fire. Because there's no breeze going right now. It's nice and humid. I have the hose so I can water down the area around the fire. I just have to watch what we're using in the fire so I don't have a lot of flying ash. You know what I mean?
No, what do you mean?
If you use a lot of like paper or laminated wood, like stuff that, mostly the paper, newspaper, shit like that. The wind can catch it. The wind can catch it really easily and throw it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
That
6,
happens?
7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Is that what you were going for, Gravy? The counting song from Sesame Street with the marble that went all over the place?
1, 5, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 3 holes.
Absolute fucking mess in there.
Cassie's cleaning stuff out. Okay, well, good to do that sometimes.
Yep.
Oh my. So, no, the dark humor thing, I get. I'm into that. Do you watch that Vet TV on YouTube? Have you ever watched that stuff?
Not a lot, but I have seen a couple.
They've got some interesting things, to say
Yeah.
the least. Cassie asked how you've been doing, Boats.
I've been all right. Why? What do you know? Am I dying? Oh my God, am I dying? What do you know? Tell me the truth. I can handle it. I'll be all right.
No, you can't.
I've been all right.
Oh my. I've been bugging the hell out of him lately, so
I've been busy.
that's nothing to do though.
I've been hopping.
When are you expecting to get your final judgment?
Last week.
Oh, you did get it. Cool. Good. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm just not allowed to talk about it in the open public.
Gotcha. I'll be quiet.
No.
I won't
I can talk about it, but just not on camera. If you
Gotcha.
sent me a direct message, I can answer it, because if I talk about it here, she can actually view it. She can't subpoena my
Direct messages and stuff.
yeah. I mean, I imagine she could, but I don't think she realizes how many platforms I'm on. So let's just say,
Or even better,
very positive.
if you really want to know, call him on Discord and Messenger, because then there's no copy of it.
Right.
Right? Or Messenger if you have him on Facebook. I know you're getting warm, buddy. Mr. Fluffy getting all hot and bothered. He came over for a drink. Drink. I make sure they have lots of water in different spaces all over the property. There you go. I'm pinning that one, Gravy. Did you see what he said?
Best of all times boats. The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria.
Nope,
The
there's no
D's,
ice
the
made.
what? Huh?
I was looking to see if there was any ice. I was going to put it in the water bowl form.
I've been making popsicles.
Out of juice?
No, beef broth. Beef broth and liver. Popsicles.
Oh, nice. Popsicles. Gotcha.
Yeah, because
You need to show off your puppies. They haven't seen them yet.
they are napping right now.
Ah, that's the only reason you're on here, ain't it?
Yeah, it's one of them. That and my wife
If
is
not,
home.
That because if not, you'd be chasing them all around the house. Don't bite that. Don't bite that.
There's been a lot of that. Yeah. So they are respectively. Well, they'll be Bailey will be 14 weeks this week, and Belle will be 13 weeks this week, and they're already doing sit, lay down, come. Bailey, the tan one, which I haven't even posted them on Discord yet. Let me get snopping on that. Yeah, so she'll bring the ball back when I throw it. At 14 weeks, she's already playing fetch, and she'll actually bring it and hand it to me, not just drop it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I mean,
That's
they're
nice for your back.
yeah. I mean, so they're fucking intelligent dogs. It blows my fucking mind how smart they are.
That's right. I said I would teach you guys how to season cast iron. We'll do that tomorrow.
Oh, season.
I'll get the stuff.
Do it the quick way or the long way?
I do it the long way. It lasts longer and it's easier to keep clean.
Yeah, I normally when you get a cast iron pan for the very first time, do you sand it down or do you leave it dimpled?
I usually just take in a very small amount of dish detergent on a scouring pad and just scrub it real quick with that and then rinse it, and that's all and then I'll take either olive oil is my favorite to use. I'll take olive oil and drizzle a little bit in there, and then I read that. I'm trying not to laugh. But yeah, take the olive oil and the rag and just wipe it around the inside to give it a nice coating.
Oh, that tickled me.
That's funny. He's gonna use that tonight when his wife gets home. You know that, right?
She's home now.
Oh well, go. Never mind. Don't do that. We'll get in trouble. We don't want to witness the beating that would ensue afterwards.
She doesn't season the cast iron pan. She just beats me with it, unseasoned.
She's like, I don't need to season this. It's just to keep you in line. Oh my, orange and white kitty. Yep, that's my Fluffy.
And she doesn't even allow me to sign for the bill when we go out to eat anymore because I usually write on the top of it. She makes me do naughty things. She makes me touch myself.
That's funny.
Yeah, or help me. They keep me in the basement.
That's your favorite when the post office guy gets there. I've
Yeah.
been on the phone. I've been on the phone with him and all of a sudden he's like, "Help me! I'm down here. They won't let me out." And Boats was like, the fucker's just laughing as he walks away.
Yeah, because I get them on my doorbell cam.
Oh shit!
One day I'll actually be fucking flat on my friggin' ass, actually needing help, and he'll be just laughing as he leaves. I cried wolf so many times.
Oh my! Well, I think he would be able to tell the difference in.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, my wife wouldn't be at the door saying, "Don't listen to him. He's a fool."
Oh my! Well, y'all, I gotta get my day started and go take care of some stuff. But I appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Boats, thank you for being here. Fred, wherever you disappeared to, be safe, bud.
Fly away with me. Those are my bird wings. Closest thing I'll ever get to angel wings.
So
Awkward turtle.
we will yeah, I'll let you know if we're gonna do a flyer. Probably about 7 o'clock. I'll know for sure. Well, because then I'll know what the wind is going to be like and stuff. And yeah, we'll see. I'll get everything set up, and I have an experiment I'm going to use my my pizza oven for. I'm going to see if I can smoke something in it.
I don't see why you couldn't. You just got to have low heat.
Yeah, I overpacked the wood chips last night and burned the shit out of a pizza.
Hmm.
I mean, it wasn't even in there long, and it was black
Yes,
on
Gil.
one side. It was deli in the middle. So the cat's got a treat. The kitty's got a treat yesterday.
You know what I like to do when I order pizza? I'll especially if it's like I'm eating leftover pizza, I'll cook it on the
Mhm.
grill, warm it up. That is fucking tasty.
We do that with like if you buy the pre-made pizzas, we cook them on the grill sometimes. They turn out really good, especially if I put one of my smoke packets on there.
Yeah.
Yum, yummy. But all right, y'all, be safe. Have a great day. We will see you on Discord. And
Goodbye, John
yeah,
boy.
y'all be safe. Thanks again.
Peace, love, and trail mix, fuckers.
Peace. Well.